what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. Let's talk about the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys that that team up in Detroit, man. And listen, look, as a Knicks fan, listen, I mean, I'm happy we beat. I have no beef with Detroit, to be honest with you. I don't really care about Detroit. I like Cade Cunningham. You feel me? Actually, fun fact. So this is back when I was in high school, or like I was getting out of high school, somewhere around there. When Cade Cunningham was with the Cowboys, Oklahoma State Cowboys, I actually watched him. Didn't even realize I watched him because, as for people who don't follow the channel or don't follow me, I'm an Oklahoma Sooner fan, football wise. And I remember it was an Oklahoma game. It was like a basketball Oklahoma game, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I like the football team. I watched this basketball game. I'm not doing anything, and I was watching them against Oklahoma State, and it was a Cade Cunningham led Oklahoma State team. I'm like, and I just remember, I'm like, I actually watched Cade Cunningham without even realizing I was watching Cade Cunningham, because that game popped up on my YouTube suggestions. I'm like, oh snap, I watched this game live. So I just realized that. So I've been watching Cade Cunningham, well, at least for that one game, since Oklahoma State, his rookie year when he was averaging 25 points. I was like, yeah, this guy has it. But Pistons, you guys have the foundation. Now, I don't know what your draft capital is looking like. I don't know if you guys have high draft picks, if you guys got something, whatever. But listen, you guys have to get rid of JB Bittersmooth, whatever his name is, the coach that you guys have now. This guy, and I said on my live stream a couple weeks ago, I'm going to say here right now, the guy is he's too emotional. He's more worried about arguing with the refs, about arguing with the damn refs, instead of telling his players to play the game. He's more worried about fouls to get in buckets. Isn't it a coincidence that the Cleveland Cavaliers got rid of him, and the Cleveland Cavaliers have a way better record in the regular season than with Kenny Atkinson than JB? Now, granted, Cleveland might get bounced in the second round. That's because the Pacers, besides the Boston, has the best roster construction in the East, other than maybe Boston, and I think they're on par with Cleveland. But, bro, JB ain't the guy. He's too emotional. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's a bozo. He's a clown. Like, he is way too emotional. You know who he is? For all my football fans out there, right? You know what he is? He's like Brian Daboll with the Giants. Brian Daboll doesn't know anything about ball. He's a horrible head coach, and he's way too emotional, arguing with his players, arguing with the refs, arguing about everything. He's too damn emotional. When you're a team, especially a leader of a young team, you got to have your head on straight. I get we all have emotions, but at the same time, you got to be able to control your emotions for the most part, and especially during critical games. In that game 6, that was your game to take. And I'm going to sit here and say it as a Knicks fan. The Pistons could have won this series. If they would have took it to 7 in New York, we all know New York doesn't have home court advantage. The Pistons won 2 games at New York. If JB literally had his head on straight and realized this game is within reach, you guys could have won this series, or at least took it 7 and had a chance. But JB's too worried about arguing with, and even in the regular season, I remember he was bugging out and stuff like that about the referees and stuff like that. And I understand the refs, and as a Knicks fan, the refs were horrible on our side too, but no one wants to talk about that because everybody hates New York. But the refs were horrible on our side. You didn't see Tom Thibodeau going off. You didn't see Tom Thibodeau running to half court yelling at the refs. That is not acceptable, dog. You don't see Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra doing that. You don't see Kenny Atkinson doing that. You don't see Mike Malone when he was employed doing that. That is beyond ridiculous. You don't see Chauncey Billups doing that. Budenhauser before he got fired doing that. Hell, even Doc Rivers, his sorry ass, doing that. Nick Nurse doing that. Now you might have those guys have blow-ups with the refs, absolutely. But at the same time, this dude, there's a difference between being in the moment and doing that, and then doing it every single game, every single play. JB throughout this whole series against the Knicks, which won 6 games, has done that more in this whole series than Greg Popovich, Eric Spoelstra, what's his name? Oh my gosh, who else can I think of? All the coaches combined. He's not. You can't do that, bro. Even Mike Brown, who got fired, doesn't even do that ish. At the end of the day, he's not built to be a head coach, especially over a young team. He's too emotional. And he's the sole reason why you guys lost. Sole reason why you guys lost. This is the same coach for Cleveland that got bullied by the Knicks. He ain't it. He ain't it. But, it is what it is. That's my thoughts. What are yours? Detroit, how you feeling? Do you guys agree with me or not? RJ out.